Pick any French verb and you'll find that it belongs to one of 4 different families. These are first the irregular verbs like être, to be, avoir, to have, faire, to do, and so on. And then there are 3 families of regular verbs, and here's an example of each. Parler, to talk, finir, to finish, and vendre, to sell. For obvious reasons, these 3 families are known as the ER, the IR, and the RE verbs. In this video, I'll be looking at what is by far the most common of these types, the ER family, and I'll just be covering in the present tense. By the way, the good news is that literally thousands of French verbs are of this regular ER form, so learning the endings for just one means you'll know them for all the others. As you can see, parler, to talk, is an ER verb. In English, the 2 words to talk are translated into French with the single word parler, and this form of a verb is called the infinitive. If I remove the final ER part to leave PARL, this is the stem of the verb, to which all the verb endings are added as follows. For je, add E. For tu, add ES. For il, elle, and on, add E. For nous, add ONS. For vous, add EZ. And for il and elle, plural, add ENT. Now let's try to put the bits of the jigsaw together. To make a working verb, simply join together the stem with its appropriate ending. For example, I talk, je parle. You talk, tu parles. He talks, il parle. We talk, nous parlons. You talk, vous parlez. And they talk, ils parlent. By the way, a couple of points on pronunciation here. First of all, if a word ends in a consonant, just ignore it. For example, for tu parles, the verb ends in es, but you just say parle. The es at the end is ignored. So if you look at how je parle and tu parles are written, the spellings differ, but they're pronounced the same. Now look at nous parlons. The ending is written ONS, but to pronounce it, the last 2 letters, N and S, are ignored. And lastly, with il parle, plural, the ENT part of the end is also ignored. So actually 4 of these verbs sound pretty much the same, even though the spellings vary. Je parle, tu parles, il parle singular, and the last one, il parle plural. Now here's another ER verb, voler, to steal. The stem is VOL, and here are the endings as before. For je, add E. For tu, add ES. For il, elle, and on, add E. For nous, add ONS. For vous, add EZ. And for il, elle, plural, add ENT. So the conjugation is I steal, je vole, you steal, tu voles, he steals, il vole, we steal, nous volons, you steal, vous volez, and they steal, ils volent. And now I'll try to mix and match. The verb demander is to ask. The stem is DEMAND. So if I just include the endings here and take the sentence, I ask a question, the translation is Je demande une question. Je demande une question. Arriver is to arrive. The stem is ARRIV, so are you arriving tomorrow? Tu arrives demain? Tu arrives demain? Fermer is to close. The stem is FERM, so she closes the door. Elle ferme la porte. Elle ferme la porte. Danser is to dance. The stem is DANS, so we are dancing on the table. Nous dansons sur la table. Nous dansons sur la table. Aimer is to love. The stem is AIM, and you love your cat. Vous aimez votre chat. Vous aimez votre chat. Tomber is to fall, and the stem TOMB, so they fall on the floor. Il tombe sur le plancher. Il tombe sur le plancher. And apart from just a couple of exceptions, that's it for the conjugation of the ER verbs in the present tense.